Hi, I'm Paul, your Helplot locksmith, and if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you've just been searching for repair UPVC door, which is great news for you because that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. Okay, well thank you for watching this video. Before we start looking at mechanisms in more depth, I just want to take you back just for a few seconds at a video that we've done previously. So just bear with us for about 30 seconds and we'll get right back at looking at these mechanisms in more detail. The first telltale sign that you're due a service is your handle. You'll see this one here is sat nice and horizontally. If your door handle starts to drop, then it's time to call us in. Another telltale sign when we talk about the grinding is when you're having to push the door shut to lift the handle, or you find yourself pulling the door towards you to lift the handle, or you feel yourself having to lift the handle as then you lift it. All signs that the door is no longer aligned and over time will create more damage to your door. Okay, so we've talked before about the outside of the door and the importance of servicing your door. What I really want to do is to give you a real idea, a clear idea of what's going on behind the scenes. So we've taken out a couple of mechanisms from doors in the last week or so. And I just wanted to show you a couple to give you an idea how they work so you can see for yourself how fragile they are and see the sorts of things we were referring to in the earlier video. So you'll be I would think you'll probably be familiar with multi-point locking systems. They're all slightly different, but it's when you've got your different hooks and rollers moving down the door. This is one here, and this is what you'll be familiar with seeing down the side of the door. You can see we've got our roller here and hook, which operates just like that. And all it operates on, from the gearbox, from the centre of the door, are just these teeth here that will just roll up and down, and that's all they're working on. If something should break along here through heavy use on the handles we talked about in the other video, this is somewhere that could break, and if this no longer functions, that could be a reason why your door won't open and ends up failing, and which is one of the things that we want to avoid. At Helplots we can repair that and we can fix it, but we would sooner get there early and service the door and prevent that from happening altogether. The other part of this particular mechanism is this is the gearbox here. This is what goes on behind your door. You'll see this hole here is where your handle goes through, the handle spindle. And when you lift your handle, you can see how that hook comes out, and you can see just the top here, that if you can see this, as I lift the handle, you can just see it moving up and down, and that's where it would move the teeth as we talked earlier. You can just see there the grooves that would move the teeth we saw on the other piece up and down. So there we go. Once you've activated the handle, so you've got all your multi-point locks in place, and then you'll know yourself this is how we then lock it in place with the key, and they're now going nowhere, and that's your door unlocked, or locked and now unlocked. So what we're really protecting when we talk about the door service, this is what we're protecting. It's this area here, and that aggressive use that we talked about in the other video where you're having to really put some weight into lifting the handle. That's where this sort of area becomes can get itself into trouble, and that's really what we want to avoid. In a situation where it has gone that far and your door is completely broken down, we can come and fix it. It will more often than not mean replacing this part. Sometimes it means replacing the entire piece, which is the gearbox and all of the strip as well. Another part of the door service, there are different types again, but I just wanted to show you some of the keeps. So when you realign the door, you might find that you need to move your keeps up or down on the door. More often than not, you'd be lowering them because your door's dropped. And most keeps will have some sort of adjustment as well on the keeps themselves to bring them in or push them away, depending on how the door is sitting, for them to realign. Again, this is all part of a locksmith service. It's something you could probably have a go at doing yourself, but if you're not entirely sure or you're not certain of what you're doing, I would recommend just calling a locksmith. And again, it's something that Helplots would be more than happy to do for you. So I hope you found this useful and it's given you some insight. What we are going to do, that there'll be another video which I'll stick a link on here for you, We'll also do a link straight to our UPVC repair page on our website, but if you'd like to see inside one of these gearboxes to see just how fragile they are, we are going to open them up in another video. So if you're interested in that, then come over and see us. If you've seen enough already, you want to share this video and I hope it's been some value to you, then please give it a share, or by all means, click on the link and go visit our website and see our UPVC repair page there. Thank you very much.